Alright, you guys ready?
I am ready.
Someone
Like
recording?
I told Aqua, I am recording, so that's alright. You guys
Is
are free
Aqua
to as well
recording?
if you want.
I'm not going to, but is Aqua going to?
I am.
Okay.
Just for clarity on the conversation once it's over.
Alright, so what's up, Aqua?
I legitimately want no drama on the server. It has never been my intent to bring drama to the server. Um, I am understanding that the reason I was just recently banned, as of last night, was due to the lack of desire for drama, but at the same time,
Well, yeah, it's like two-pronged. It's the drama you've been causing, inadvertently or not, and it's also your legal threats to involve real-life litigation, at which point I just have to remove you from our community if you're going to be threatening to involve me or members of that community in litigation.
I literally wanted to ask you just to mediate it. All I want is Chess to
What
understand
do
that
you
what
mean
he is
mediate
saying.
it?
Mediate as in be a witness to it. I just want him to state that what he is saying is falsified because he has no evidence nor no
Why do you need
grounds.
me to mediate this?
That way, that there is a witness that we are going to basically. I just want him
And
to
if I
state
get
it.
subpoenaed to testify on behalf of you, you want me to fly out to Washington? Because
No,
that's
not
likely what would
no,
happen if.
no. That's not at all what I'm saying. I want him to basically state text for text. I don't know if we would really want to do real life litigation on that. That's not what I wanted.
That seems to be
I
what
want,
you're
I
angling
want
for,
him to
though.
state
That's
no,
been your
not
threat,
real
at
life.
least.
No, if he continually causes real life problems, if I get a statement from him that what he's saying is falsified, then nobody has reason to question my integrity in real life. He is causing real life damages that could potentially mess up my future entirely. That is not something I wish to have on my life plate.
I'm not
What
going
I
to
want,
mediate something which I believe there to be zero legal basis of what you're claiming. Are you saying he's defaming you?
yes, he has
Under what
defamed me.
law? Are you talking about your Washington state law?
Not under Washington state law, but he is defaming my name, and as of
Under what
the
law?
United States law, Lentex, I don't have to give you specifics.
I understand you don't like have a statute memorized, but like on what basis are
On
you
the
bringing?
basis that he's affecting living and job, that is something that affects my real life person based on his statements.
There needs to be more to defamation. Now, I'm not a lawyer, and this isn't legal advice, but there needs to be more to defamation than simply a false statement that gives rise to damages. Their intent also matters. It also matters that he's doing this behind a pseudonym online, and he's also, at least insofar as I know, he hasn't invoked your real life name. Is that
But dare
correct?
we the fact that he's throwing shade my way for being a pedophile when he was found being a pedophile himself? Is it true that he is 21 at the moment? Because if that is true, he lied to me about his age back when he told me how old he was. And that would also mean that he was 19 talking to a minor in a very incorrect way.
This is the first I'm hearing. You're saying he talked to you
Yes,
inappropriately.
I sent staff chat, or wait, no. I sent that to the lawyers, but I also believe I sent it to you, proving that he was talking to me back in 23. He
You're
would
saying
have
it's
been
in our
19.
DMs? Sorry. Well, do you remember when you sent that?
I do not remember when I sent that, but I can forward it again if you'd like.
Yeah, please do, because I'm not seeing anything in our DMs. I just scroll up the top about screenshots.
I will send it to this. I will send it to this chat. Uh, Forward to.
Oh yeah, I saw this at one point, although this
Yeah,
wasn't from you. Yeah, nothing in this gives rise. First of all, this happened in 2023, and
which was
nothing.
when I was fine and he was not.
Are you saying based on the screenshot he's a pedophile, or is there other evidence?
I am saying that just starting with this screenshot is a start. There was one that was actually taken earlier, though it was questioned whether or not it could technically hold ground.
Okay, because
Is
nothing you presented so far holds any ground for this being a bannable offense, less him being a pedophile. It looks like he was just joking. Um,
I actually
mean-
did ask him to stop in a voice call. He said he doesn't do voice calls, but that is actually a lie because
Well, I don't have
I've had
evidence of
voice
this,
calls.
and this happened 2 years ago. I can't do much about it.
I am aware, but the fact that he is, having pedophilic actions, and I asked him to stop in a voice call, he did not. So you can see there's a
I've
massive
yet to see
gap.
anything that rises to pedophilic actions as you're claiming. And that's quite a lofty accusation.
Yeah, it's a lumpy accusation for him to throw at me as well, don't you think? With no proof that he has, but at least I
So
have
other than
some.
that Minecraft sign that was in his base, it said something like Aqua's a pedo. Has he? What are you
Yes,
claiming?
he has openly called me that in global chat. Not only the sign, but he has openly said it in
Do you have
global chat.
screenshots?
I do. I actually have links to them as well.
Alright, I'd like to see that, please.
Let me find. They deleted the Aqua's lawyers chat and they removed me from Ghosty's server.
You didn't take
Uh,
screenshots?
I did not take screenshots, but I'll bet you I can find the
If you
same
remember
link.
the room, I could take a look.
They are from your Azure bot chat. I believe that if I was reinvited, I could find them very quickly.
Can you give me a keyword to search?
When chess, actually, I could probably give you a date. It was when Ori was online. BHT, do you remember when that was? Last time Ori was online, it was when me and him both got muted. Me and Chess both got muted.
I don't remember, but if you just search the word pedo, I'm pretty sure you can get multiple results. Or if you do in-channel Azure bot and then search word pedo, you could probably get something.
Yeah, because Chess has said it multiple times publicly, not even restraining himself.
He said yesterday, if I can call a creep a pedo, you can't call me a terrorist.
Further back, it was a couple weeks ago before the whole trial even started.
If it is who I think it is, he's a pedo who needs to die. Not sure if that was in relation to you. Great Aqua gets called a pedo. That was
that was Jazz. That was a little too far back. Try. Give me a moment.
Here, I'll link you right now.
The server went up. I believe I got notice of it. The server went up in January. What?
Alright, I see a message. I mean, you're a pedo, sure. Yeah, I think I saw this, and just so you're aware, Chess currently is banned for toxicity, including what happened between you two, so that wasn't unaddressed.
Yeah, no, I never wanted the drama. I didn't want to be a part of the court case to begin with. The
But you
trial.
brought it forward.
I brought it forward because of the amount of times that he has called me this, but at the same time, I don't want to take part in that. I deal with enough real
But you
life
said you
drama.
never wanted it, but you brought it forward. Is that not incongruent?
No, because I've been dealing with it for 8 months. I called him out on it, and someone started a trial. I just feel like he should be out and out banned for the things he said.
He's been banned. He's currently banned, and he will remain banned.
Now he is, but it took long enough, don't you feel like?
When I saw actual evidence, I banned him, yeah. I can't do anything based on... So it sounded like what you two were doing for the most part, which is back and forth banter. He pushed your buttons, he tried to get under your skin. Most of the time you let him, and yeah, he was punished accordingly for that, and now especially with the proof of him throwing pedo, I'm not going to say allegations, but he used that language in his bantering with you, or he used it perhaps to get under your skin. Yeah, that's definitely going to account in any decision that gets made when it comes to unbanning him in the future.
Listen, Lentex, I love the Azure with every fiber of my being. That is why I never wanted drama for it. In regards to the ban...
You can say that, but you've been the most dramatic player. Empirically, you've caused the most drama out of anyone other than perhaps River at like the height of that drama a year ago. I've constantly had to clean up after your messes and spend my time dealing with this stuff, and you're always at the center of it. So can you at least see from my perspective why this ban was worthy of yourself?
I do agree that I have had a couple incidents where I feel like you might have had to clean something up, but at the same time, I do not feel like it's safe to say that it's all of them. If you want to put me at the root of all of them, though, we can definitely do that because I'm also the root of your player base. I do want you to realize that a boycott was put on Prismplex from over 9 players.
That's crazy.
And, we've all been in agreement. Not just my team, but another team as well has
So what are
been.
you saying? If I don't unban you, you're gonna continue to withhold members?
It's not even that. It's just the fact that I didn't even make the boycott, actually. What's funny is all of them are just in unison on it. Because the only reason they stay is because of the, mock wars we make. Actually, the most recent war,
no wars yet.
we were in preparation, Lentex. I don't think you realize that it is a mock war between me and a friend. We just chose opposing factions.
So what is your point here?
My point being, the opposing faction also left. Not by my choice. I was asleep when this all went down, and I got a notification when I woke up this morning saying that all the players were basically leaving. Everyone was talking about it.
So what is your point of this call? What are you looking to get out of this?
I just want my name cleared, Lentex. Is that so much? Be the owner that you're supposed to be. Just
can you be a little bit more specific? What can I physically do? Because I don't see anything I could actually do right now.
Well, I think for a lack of evidence from Chess, you should at least give a public statement.
About what?
That to clear my name, Lentex. I actually had one of your members, Beck, message me this morning, El Bozo. I got a notification on my phone, and then when I opened the notification, it wasn't there.
There has been, throughout the history of the server, so much banter between players, so much things that times even got a little bit heated, and things were said that might have been seen as extreme by some. If I made a public statement every time something like this happened, the announcements channel would be flooded with them. This isn't unique or particular.
Does something to this scale where someone gets falsified information thrown their way happen?
This isn't falsified information. You keep saying that. This is not legally cautionable in any sort of way. You're claiming defamation, but I don't...
It is defamation. He has no valid evidence that I am what he claims I am. He says it like he knows it's a matter of fact, but like you said, there are no legal proof that he and I are connected in any way, and yet he continually directly attacks. Defamation is the statement to degrade one's name. Defamation is what happens when somebody wants to pick on somebody.
That's not defamation.
You see what I'm saying here? This is a degree of cyberbullying. And one could even say it's a hate crime. Because as soon as I stood up for my brother's girlfriend, he targeted me. You realize this, right? This has been going on for months.
First of all, no, that's a gross misrepresentation of what defamation is. But second even to that, I still don't know what you want me to do. Other than make a public statement, which I already explained why that isn't feasible. What can I physically do here? What do you want out of this?
I just want my name cleared, James.
What do you want me to do?
Do your job.
Can you be a bit more specific, other than making a public statement?
You have banned me for causing the drama, when in reality I have been the target of said drama this entire time.
You've been at the center of drama. I'm not saying you're the direct cause of every single drama that you're involved with, but you are the common denominator in, I'm going to say, all of the drama that happened within the past month and a half on the server. That you were, if not at the root of it, heavily involved in every single piece of drama that I had to clean up that took time away from the staff. So that's why you're banned. In addition to the baseless, you don't know what defamation is legally, and that's fine, but just don't go swinging that around as a threat.
You mean a statement that hurts my reputation?
That's defamation. There's certain other elements that need to be meant.
All right, let me just read off the textbook definition, if that's what you really want.
Right.
Defamation is a statement that injures a third party's reputation. It is a tort that includes both libel, written statements, and slander, spoken statements. He has done both. Defamation is defined as attacking another's reputation by a false publication, tending to bring the person to disrepute.
All right, can we stop there? intending to bring
Yeah.
the person to disrepute. How are you going to prove his intent? He's just going to say he was joking, which he was.
Well, let's start with the fact that one of his terms and conditions to drop the situation initially was that I never step back into staffing position. I know you wouldn't want me back anyway.
Hold on. We could talk
but
about that
that's
if you
what
want,
starts.
but what does that have to do with defamation?
Because that was his terms to stop it.
So you're
That
saying
does that afflicts just a part of my individuality as a person. It should be or held to my choice whether I try to apply for staff or not. But per his
Well,
terms,
hold on. What does that have to do with defamation, though?
are you not listening? Are you
I'm
really not
finding this
listening?
very hard to follow. What does you being or not being on staff, or Rosu's opinion on you being on staff, have to do with whether what he said was defamatory?
Well, let's start with the fact that when he said it, he was with the intent to remove me from the staff. Additionally, he is trying to get me angry. That is all just a start for negative intent. He does it because it gets a rise out of me, and I'm aware of that, and I'm trying to fix that. I have had years struggling with my own anger management, and I acknowledge that.
The intent is whether or not what he said was meant to cause harm to you or your reputation.
Okay, so let's think about this. What do you think when you hear the word pedophile?
A pedophile?
Exactly. What is a pedophile?
Someone attracted to prepubescent children, I guess, would be the common vernacular.
Exactly. So if somebody thought I was a pedophile, what would that say about my reputation?
It would not be good for you.
Exactly. I want him reprimanded for that, and I want
What are you going to say when he's like, I was
just want my
joking?
name cleared. James, I just want my name cleared. He has been doing this for over 8
Hold on.
months.
Before you move off of intent, how are you going to prove that he said that intending to harm your reputation and he just wasn't joking in the heat of the banter that you two constantly had?
Because so many people have asked him to stop, myself included. We've all asked him to stop.
This
You
doesn't.
could tell we were getting upset about it.
None of this elucidates his intent.
Because if he was respectful enough to have courteous intent, if it was all just a joke, he would have stopped ages ago.
He
If it
could
was
have just
all
not
just
liked you.
Huh?
He could have just not liked you and you're saying it to get under your skin. That doesn't mean he intended to harm your reputation. That would be something you need
If
to
he
prove
doesn't
and
like
henceforth
me,
you have
why
put
else
forth.
would he be making that to harm? Why else would he be making it other than to harm my
That's something you
reputation?
have to prove. He's going to say, I was just joking. Then what?
Exactly. So how are you going to prove that that was his intent, just to be joking?
That would be on you. The burden falls on you. You need to prove that beyond a preponderance of the evidence, that his intent was specifically...
That burden should not fall on the person who has been the target
That's
of
how the
this.
legal system works, dumbass. What do you want me to say? Are we going to waste any more time
Are
here?
we really losing professionalism here, James?
I'm not here to be professional. I'm
Please
here
don't.
as a courtesy to you to explain this. You have no
Please
idea
don't
how the
say
legal
that.
system works, so stop invoking it.
Listen, all I want is my name cleared. I have been the
I don't
target
give a
of...
shit, dude. You've wasted so much of my time. It's a miracle I'm even in this call with you. What do you want me to do?
I have given you my request. All I want is my name cleared, and I want...
I can't do anything.
I don't want to be part of drama. I just want a server that's chill enough that I can relax at the end of the day.
What do you want
That
me
was
to do?
your server.
Like, legitimately, is there anything I could do?
I have told you what you could do, and it doesn't seem like you care.
No, I'm not going to make a public statement every time people get in banter. Outside of that, is there anything I could
It's
do
not a
to...
banter.
What do you mean it's not a banter?
Unban me, man. That's all I'm
Why?
asking.
You constantly cause drama. I unban
No.
you within 48 hours. There's going to be another mess I have to clean up. Is that
I really-
unfair for me to think?
I really don't cause the drama. Even though I'm at the root of it, how could you say that I cause it?
Because
Even if I
every
am at the
single drama
center
you've
of
been
it.
involved in, you've been a major part of it, if not the person who started it. You also cannot help yourself when someone tries to get under your skin, specifically as a recent Rosu, just constantly going into an all-out slugfest with them, making a scene in the server, and creating another mess the staff have to clean up. Is that an inaccurate assessment?
Alright, aside from Rosu, one other situation. Actually, no, two other situations. That way we total of three. 3 situations where I have been directly involved that you've had to clean
You've
up a major
proven
mess.
an absolute propensity to not be able to calm yourself or exercise any sort of restraint when someone's trying to get under your skin. I know Rosu's banned right now, but if someone new joins tomorrow and they have an issue with you or you have an issue with them and you get into it, there's going to be another mess for me to clean up, is there not?
There's not, because I'm not getting into it.
Based on everything you've done in the search, I cannot take you at face value when you say you will not cause more arguments.
At face value for one incident. You haven't even given me two others.
Bro, you've been nothing but a drama dude ever since you it started when you got helper, and then even after that, even after you left the staff team, the drama just continued.
I was helper for less than a week. I hardly
because
think
you couldn't handle that, and you can't even handle respectfully being up there in the server without causing drama.
I stepped down for the responsibility of the fact that I didn't want it to besmirch your names as staff members.
I appreciate you stepping down, but you would have been removed regardless, based on just everything that was happening at that point.
Okay, but at least I requested it as opposed to being forcibly removed. See, the difference is here. I could have just wrote it out, basically. I could have wrote it out until you decided to remove me from the staff team. Or I could have made the responsible decision to not besmirch your name. I could have absolutely held out. But yet you decidedly call me the root of the problem, and you can't even give me two other scenarios where I've been the root of a problem, separate from the whole thing with Rosu.
How about the lawyer chat? When I told you to drop a subject, you insistently kept whining about it. You went to my DMs, I had to unfriend you. You went back to the server and started whining about it there.
Yep, that was a Rosu situation. Again?
It wasn't just Rosu, though. You're arguing with me. Rosu wasn't even talking at that point.
No, I'm saying I was arguing with you because of Rosu. I'm saying aside from the whole Rosu drama.
So what if Rosu gets unbanned? Can you be trusted to be on the server without causing drama?
Called /ignore. If you can figure out a way to break the bridge for me seeing him from the
Why does that have to be my responsibility, though? Why can't you handle it yourself?
Because I can't break the bridge between,
I literally don't have the time to deal with players who can't help themselves but to cause arguments and drama with other players. That's not going to be my responsibility. I will not accept it as such. So therefore, you have to be banned because you can't help yourself. And again, if it's not Rosu, it's going to be someone else you have a problem with in a month. Do you understand my perspective?
I understand your perspective, but you're also not hearing me all the way out. Every time that I have tried to say it, you cut me off with, it is not my job.
I won't cut you off this time. What's up?
So when I said that I could /ignore and /ignore on the Discord as well, there's one problem with each of these, and that is the Azure bot bridge. He can use that because Minecraft will not filter Discord text, and vice versa for Minecraft text to the Discord text. It won't filter it. Therefore, we need to figure out a way to moderate that bridge between the servers, because that issue was brought up to BHT, and I don't think it was ever pushed forward because I've already ignored him on the Discord and on the Prismplex, but I cannot break that link on the Discord to the server.
So why have to program or hire a programmer to modify our Azure bot because you can't help yourself from arguing with Rosu?
It's not because I can't help myself. It is merely the fact that I feel like if we have already tried everything to ignore the situation. I am trying everything to ignore the situation. I've tried to remove myself multiple times. And actually, the last time I removed myself from the Discord so that I could avoid the drama, you banned me from the server because I wasn't in the Discord, and you thought that I was going to grief it. That almost hurts to hear.
I banned you because you left. It was like you left the community.
I left the Discord, and I did end up clarifying that I never said I was leaving the community. I said I was leaving the Discord and withdrawing from the drama.
Respectfully, dude, I don't care. If you're going to leave the Discord, I'm not going to play this game where you're half in the server, half out. If you're gone, you're gone. If you can't handle playing the server without being in the Discord, that's another issue. What?
Not a professional way to look at it as a server owner. As a server owner,
because they don't cater to your whims specifically, and you're so sensitive, you need special treatment. I'm a bad server owner, despite me having run the server for years with little to no problems other than the occasional drama, specifically with players such as yourself.
I'm almost offended that you're classifying me at this point.
It's almost a matter of empiricism at this point. It's not just my opinion, but if you look in the server, all the drama, all the issues have you involved heavily in them. And I feel like we're just looping at this point. You're asking for special treatment. I'm saying no. I don't give you or anyone else special treatment. If you're too sensitive to not be in the server without causing issues, then you can't be in the server. That's why you're banned. It's perfectly
I'd
reasonable
almost
from my
disagree
perspective.
with
And
this.
by the way, this was a decision I did backed up with the rest of my staff, so this just isn't me.
Interesting enough, I reckon.
What?
Whatever, James. If that's how you really want to play it, it's okay. Most of your player base is left anyway, and they really.
Bro, you're not that important. There'll be new players if you really pull people away. You're
Okay.
trying to threaten my player base?
I'm not threatening your player
That's
base.
literally what you're doing, though.
It is not.
You're saying if I don't unban you, you're pulling people away. How is that not a threat?
It's not a threat. They have already chosen. They said themselves.
But you said if you come back, then they'll come back. Is that not true?
They said they've got my back.
And if you come back, those players will come back?
Most likely, because I'm the only one that gave them any interest.
So this is, directly or not, this is a threat. You're saying I'll lose players if I don't unban you.
Because they've already messaged me about it. They chose this, not me. I literally woke up to this. You want to claim that it was me, go ahead by all means, but your claim would be invalid.
I'm saying in this call you've made a threat. If you're not unbanned, then players leave. That's what you said.
No, I'm saying that players will permanently leave. They've already left, Lentex. They've already all decided together that they are not returning to the server until I'm unbanned, and since it's obviously you don't want to unban me, that's okay, but they've made their choice.
Alright, whatever. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I will likely not continue to you for a while after this, at least insofar as you're unbanned.
That's all I got for you.
Alright. Have you found a lawyer yet?
Oh, trust me, I have.
Oh, really? Did they say you have a case? I'm curious.
It's being opened, Lentex.
What do you mean by it's being opened? See, I work in the legal field. I'm not a lawyer, but I do work in this industry. I haven't heard that term used. It's being opened. What do you mean?
So you think I work in the legal field and know how it works?
I thought you said you talked to
even though I know the law, do you think I know the law?
You clearly don't know the law if you think someone online defamed you by making
Yes.
a joke.
Yeah. It absolutely is defamation.
Defamation can happen online, but there's just not that here. I mean, go ahead and talk to a lawyer. Maybe they'll tell you different, but this isn't worth my time at least. And I would be shocked if an actual lawyer thinks there's something cognizable here.
Very well. You've chosen your path, and I've chosen mine.
Just before, is there actual legal action coming down the pipeline I should be looking out for?
Yes, you absolutely should.
Oh, really?
I am looking for compensation here because I've been multiple times accused of being a pedophile, and it is affecting my real life.
For me?
Because you didn't do your job.
On what legal basis are you trying to recover compensation for me?
You should have done your job to remove him from the situation the first time it was ever said. And you did not. You, in fact, supported him coming back with an alt. He even said that a while ago.
There is no legal basis for what you're saying. I know it may seem unfair to you, and I can see from your perspective how some of the things I've done have been unfair, but you're speaking legally now. You're saying there's a legal basis for you to recover monetary damages for my action or inaction.
Yeah, because I'm losing time on work. Because I'm having to put up with this bullshit. Let's start with that.
Have you tried turning off your computer?
Oh, real funny, because it comes through on my phone, but it's more than just that, James. It's more than just that. You realize that I have an actual job that I work that I cannot.
Everyone has a job. You're losing time for work because you're choosing to let yourself get involved in this. Why don't you block the dude?
No, it's not because I'm choosing to get involved.
Why don't you leave the server if you can't handle having one room where he could still communicate with you? That sounds like it's on you. Why am I responsible for paying you money over your lost work time?
Because of the things that were said, I'm losing work time. It's not because I'm just losing work time, but rather because of the fact that what was said really does hold me back in real life.
So I have to pay your lost wages?
Yes.
Well, come on, dude. Are you being serious right now?
You realize that that's part of rent, right? You realize that a basic part of living is getting money? You
Right, so I know
realize
you
that
don't,
based upon
and again, I know you don't have like a specific statute on hand, but like what law in general would I be breaking that I would owe you money for?
because you did not remove the problem from the situation. You say it's
But like, what
me.
is this? What legal basis do you have?
What legal? I've lost wages, James.
Now everything that makes you lose wages
This
is
is
someone
almost
else's fault, you
foolish for me
know.
to continue talking
I
about
don't
this at
know.
this point.
How do you not understand this?
How do I not understand what?
That I don't owe you
What
money.
that you don't owe me money?
No, I absolutely do not. And I'm still confused. You haven't even named a legal basis. I'm not asking for like Washington State Code 49-B. I'm asking like what in general would be a legal basis for you recovering money from me?
Because the defamation and slander went on too far and you did nothing to stop it, and you are now in violation of being an affiliate to the problem.
Defamation is an
Because you
intentional tort
protected him.
that is
You
involved
protected
between you and the person who defamed you. How would I
you
have any stake
but
in
you
this
did
matter?
because you protected him.
So if someone
And I
calls someone a
have
pedophile on like Twitter, is Twitter responsible?
Twitter's not responsible, but anyone who sides with the false
I didn't side
accusation
with anyone. I banned you both.
when proven, you banned him after 8 months of it, Lentex. I put up with it for 8 months.
And that means I owe you money? Also, I didn't wait 8 months. I just didn't see anything sufficient to ban him until he was banned. The
So
screenshot you
him
sent me 6 years
saying,
ago, I don't think I
so
even
him
saw this
saying
until this
that
week.
me as a person, I like dating little girls, even in global chat, didn't seem sufficient to you?
No, that doesn't seem like a legal basis for defamation, unless he could prove his intent that he was specifically trying to harm your reputation.
If it wasn't to piss me off or to get me removed from the server or to drive me away from the server, which he has now successfully done, if you hadn't noticed, if it wasn't for that, what else would be his intent? If he didn't like me at all, right? And you said that there's no evidence that he likes or dislikes me. If it wasn't for that, and he was asked repeatedly to stop, what other reason would he have to keep going?
Are we still talking legal now?
I am talking about him defaming me. If it wasn't for just straight up hostile intent, what other reason would he have been doing it?
He'll say he was bantering. We've been over this.
He'll say he was bantering, but he was asked to stop multiple times.
How does that make it
How is
defamation
that
if he doesn't
bantering?
stop bantering?
If he blames it on bantering, we can say that he was respectfully asked to stop multiple times, and you did not intervene.
Whatever.
You should have.
I will as a server owner, but in terms of the law, what does me not intervening have to do with your defamation claim against him?
Because you have supported him defaming me. James, we're going in circles. I'm done with this
You have
conversation.
no idea how the legal system works. This is hilarious, actually. And
You
I
can
doubt you have a
laugh it
lawyer.
off.
You're just making threats. You're speaking on what you have no basis to speak on. Is your mom still going to call me, by the way?
Wow, are you really going to start that?
You were the one who started it. You said your mom was going to call me. So is she going to call me?
Actually, I never said anything to you about that. So who did you get that information from?
I saw you were going to have your mom call me, apparently.
Yeah, so who did you get that information from? Because
Doesn't
now
matter.
they're in
Is she going to call me, though?
Now they're in affiliation to the situation too, Lentex. I
You
need
have
you
no
to
idea how the law works. This is hilarious. I'm so glad I banned you. Oh my god. I can't imagine how much time I saved in the future cleaning up your messes. Oh, getting into
Okay, so now
fights with Aqua every single day. Can't help yourself. Oh, Lentex, you have to mute the server for me. I can't see it otherwise. I can't just help myself. Oh.
Alright, so we're done here. I think we have nothing left to say. You can expect a contact
Respectfully,
from my
I would
lawyer.
say, and
You
I'm
can
not going to
expect
be
contact from
condescending
my
about
lawyer,
this.
James.
I would look into the actual law of what you're saying. Don't talk about suing people if you don't have an actual legal basis that you spoke to a lawyer about. And if you can't help yourself from arguing with someone, I would look inside yourself. I'm not, this sounds condescending, but I don't mean it as such. I would see what's going on inside of you where you have the tendency to not be able to stop arguing with someone who's purposely trying to get under your skin. That would be my recommendation to you.
I need you to stop right now, James. You can expect a contact from my lawyer. That is all I have to say.
Okay, I'm waiting, dude. Oh, do you have my address? How are you gonna get it
I
to
need,
me?
I need you to stop. I've already given you my.
Wait, who's
my
your
last-
lawyer? If you're threatening litigation, you know this. I'm not saying it is, but this might border on something like extortion. If you don't have an actual lawyer who's representing you, and you're asking me to do something in exchange for not being sued. So do you have an actual legal?
Do I have to tell you my lawyer?
Yes, you do, because you're threatening litigation, and you're not going to do this yourself,
It's
right?
it's not litigation. It is the fact that you have. God, it's stupid.
It is stupid.
Why-
You have no
why-
idea what you're talking about, dude.
Why am I still here?
Why are you still here? So are you going to serve me with? Okay, he's gone.
Dude.
What a